Some people travel for the sights, some for leisure. But me, the best way I know to learn about and experience a culture, it's definitely the food. Food is the gateway drug to really experience a country. And also diabetes. Believe it or not, there are people who come all the way to Japan and just end up eating at Taco Bell, McDonald's and Shake Shack. Although these taste pretty good, they are nothing in comparison to real Japanese food. To me, the most prominent memories from any vacation or travel I've done in my 34 years of life is the smells and tastes of the local food. Does this make me a fat ass? Maybe, but food is like good, dude. And of course, while visiting Japan, there are a bunch of foods that you simply shouldn't miss. And I'll tell you all about them. Now this first one might come as a huge shocker to everybody. I'm talking about Indian food in Japan. Now slow down, Sparky. Indian food in Japan? Why would I go to Japan to eat Indian food? Well, I got 3 words for you. Free, naan, refill. The curries are delicious and Japan has a substantial amount of Indians, immigrating here and running restaurants and doing all kinds of shit. Or in many cases, it would be Nepalese people pretending to be Indian and running an Indian restaurant in Japan. Now, I don't really care if the guy in the kitchen is a pasty white guy from Essex, as long as the food is good. And you know what? It usually is. But hear me out. When you order like a lunch set or a dinner set at an Indian restaurant in Japan, you get free naan refills, my guy. How can you say no to unlimited delicious bread? Now, this is the plain naan though, so if you start with like a garlic cheese naan, you're not going to be able to get unlimited garlic cheese naan. You get the garlic cheese naan first that you paid for, and then, the more naan you want, you just get the basic ones, slapped into the tandoor and then brushed with some ghee. It's hella nice, and you can eat as much as you want. You can have 15 if you like. You'll probably die, but 15? The naan is so hot, fresh, soft, and crispy at the same time, and you should be glad that there's free naan, because most of these shops, they use short grain Japanese rice with the Indian food. Hello, but where are you, Basmati? They use this Japanese short grain obviously in an attempt to cater to the local population, but I have never been more disappointed in my life when I ordered a nice lamb biryani and it's made with short grain sticky Japanese rice. What the fuck? So now I am a naan fanatic and my record is 4 refills on top of the starting garlic naan with my 2 curries. Beat that. And when in Japan, you should definitely not miss what I like to call the flour triangle. That's flour, not flour. This triangle consists of takoyaki, okonomiyaki, and monjayaki. Now, first of all, takoyaki is definitely something you shouldn't miss when you're in Japan. You probably have seen those little dough balls in your anime and been like, wow, I want to try that. Well then, good, yeah, you should. Who can say no to a suction cup octopus leg inside of some savory pancake batter in ball form? Nobody I know, especially not me. I love takoyaki. Now, despite my description of it, it is extremely delicious, and you can find many variants these days without the octopus in it, if you want to pussy out. But I mean, the taco in takoyaki means octopus, so you're kind of missing out there. But if you don't like octopus, you're allergic, or just a giant pussy, you can get the pizza takoyaki, which is filled with like mozzarella cheese inside, and then they just drench it in pizza sauce. It's a late night treat for sure. You can even find ones filled with like ginger pork and stuff. They're being creative. They're using their this. The next point in our flour triangle is, of course, okonomiyaki. Now, okonomiyaki has 2 distinct styles. Osaka okonomiyaki, where everything just looks mashed together, and Hiroshima-style okonomiyaki, where everything is neatly layered with like a little crepe, and then you get some fried noodles and a fried egg. Pretty good, but I prefer the Osaka one just because Kansai gang, Osaka's okonomiyaki is a savory batter made from flour, dashi, tenkatsu, and cabbage, which you put on a teppan to fry. When one side is getting done, you add some shrimp, you add some pork belly, and then you flip it and let that fry on the teppan for a while. Delicious. You'll be surprised about how full one okonomiyaki gets you. I'm a big guy and I can barely eat like 1.5. It's nuts. It's so dense. Hiroshima's okonomiyaki is like the same style of batter, but they put some fresh cabbage on there and, kind of looks like a burger in a way. But everybody calls okonomiyaki Japan's pizza, which is, it's kind of wrong. Japan has pizza, and they put like potatoes and corn and mayo on it. We have pizza. And the last point on the triangle is monjayaki. Now that's Tokyo's attempt at something with flour that is similar to the others I've mentioned. And while the taste is good and it tastes similar to okonomiyaki, kinda looks like dog vomit just spilled all over the teppan. So you can skip this one if you wanna. Another thing that you shouldn't miss while you're visiting Japan, be it 1 week or 3 weeks that you're staying here, is the breakfast cafe foods. I know it's tempting to just hit the convenience store and grab a strawberry sandwich and some onigiri with tuna and mayo in it, but don't sleep on the breakfast cafes in Japan. They're great. Some of them have a sweet salad buffet as well, and insanely delicious sandwiches. How can you go wrong? And the coffee. My god, the coffee. Take time to visit places like Komeda Cafe to start your day out right. Find a place with French toast and bacon. I mean it. Now the foods that I'm listing here would not be complete without mentioning ramen, so here we go. Everybody knows to eat ramen when in Japan, you YouTube dummy. Yes, I know, but it's gotta be mentioned anyways. It's kinda big here. Hello? Now there are many styles of ramen, such as shio ramen, miso ramen, tonkotsu ramen, tantamen, chuka soba, tori paitan, the list goes on. And you know what? I'm gonna be brash here. I'll actually put tsukemen under this ramen umbrella I just created. Try and stop me. There are also dishes that will blur the line between ramen and other dishes, such as the fishy creamy champon and hiyashi chuka, the summer cold noodle salad. They're all great. I'm not gonna tell you where to go or even to avoid chains like Ichiran or Ippudo. All I'm saying is try out the various styles and you'll find your new favorite. Some non-chain traditional ramen shops may have a crazy owner that just makes extremely spicy ramen, or maybe he got super drunk one night and made a tikka masala ramen for you to enjoy. Who knows? They're crazy out here. Try it. When visiting Japan, you have not been here unless you have tried Japanese barbecue, which is basically Korean barbecue with Japanese flavor. Yakiniku is not the same as Kobe beef, although you can get Kobe beef when you go to a Yakiniku shop. Yakiniku is the Japanese equivalent of Korean barbecue, where you order raw meats and grill them directly on the table, whilst enjoying a plethora of side dishes and rice. And copious amounts of alcohol, because beer or lemon sour hits hard when coupled with some grilling meat. I feel that visitors mostly want the teppan wagyu thing, but the beef is as good, if not even better, at a yakiniku place. Just don't wear something that you're gonna wear again before washing it, because the grill smell, it really latches onto you. Do not sleep on the shabu-shabu. Shabu-shabu is the Japanese version of hot pot, where you shabu-shabu-shabu-shabu-shabu your beef in the hot pot. That's where the name comes from. You shabu-shabu-shabu-shabu-shabu-shabu-shabu. When you order the hot pot, they have these nifty dividers, so you can have like 4 hot pot flavors in one boiling casserole. It's amazing. And most of these shabu-shabu places, they have huge vegetable and noodle bars where you just go and you pick out whatever that you want to put in the hot pot, and then you have plate after plate on your table, and you just put some in here, and then dip some meat in the hot and sour. Num num num, very good. Oh, my vegetables ready. Hello. Many shabu-shabu places also have nomihodai, so they have like this dispenser. You just put your beer mug in, you click a button, and then you get a perfectly served beer. Fantastic, and it's super cheap too. 3 hours for like 2,000 yen. I actually did this for my birthday a couple of years ago, and I got pretty fucked up. I love shabu-shabu. Lastly, we have sushi, and I bet all of you without a seafood allergy was already planning on eating this, so I'm not gonna say anything else. Except kaisendon is better. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more Japan content like this, please subscribe down there and also click like to help out the channel. You can help out the channel even harder, daddy, if you check out the memberships and the Patreon. Also, if you hated the video, go ahead and dislike it. Try it. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.